Yo, YouTube, you know we love our fucking manga author story videos. We got this manga author permanently ruined his career in 72 hours from Zimran. Let's see what he's talking about.
Act Age is one of the hardest manga to get a hold of, and this isn't because it's out of print or just really rare. Despite having sold over 3 million copies worldwide and having acquired a lot of industry awards, with the manga also having an anime adaptation in the works as well as a stage play, you'll find nothing, not a single volume of this manga on the shelves.
Yeah, I was gonna say I never heard of this shit in my life.
The manga Act Age had disappeared entirely from official distribution thanks to the actions of one of its authors. In this video, I'll be detailing
To one of his authors? So you telling me one author cooked the other nigga? Oh no, that's crazy work.
the entire scandal of
I'd be pissed off. I'd be out there looking like Vegeta after what's the name, Slap Boma.
the Act Age manga, discussing what exactly had happened and why this manga, which had so much potential, was ruined by one of its authors. So the publisher of Weekly Shonen Jump Shueisha had paired up two individuals, the artist Shiro Usazaki and the writer Tatsuya Matsuki. This was back in 2017. This was a bit of an unconventional combination, but Shueisha were banking on their teamwork in order to create another hit manga series.
So they were on that Bakuman shit. If you know Bakuman, yeah.
The artist Usazaki had brought something that was very unique to Shonen Jump, and this was an incredible artistic style which had allowed her characters to showcase their internal emotional states on the pages of the manga. Her character design work transcended typical manga drawings. Every micro expression that she was able to draw had told a story. Every gesture conveyed
This one is nice right here. God damn, that's that penman shit.
layers of meaning, which dialogue alone wasn't able to capture. The writer Matsuzuki, on the other hand, had created something unusual. This was a protagonist whose superpower was essentially losing herself completely. Kei Yonagi's method acting wasn't just a gimmick, it was a psychological deep dive into identity performance and the thin line between reality and fiction. Matsuki's writing explored how someone would be able to harness trauma and emotional intensity as tools for artistic expression. Their collaborative process was
I mean, that does sound like a banger. That sounds like some psychological shit that I would like right there.
highlighted throughout the author notes scattered across the volumes of Act Age, where Matsuki would casually mention his research methods or his daily observations. He had even written about needing a bicycle for social distancing and his hobbies. He had made these remarks during the pandemic, and these comments would largely take on a deeper, sinister meaning once every
Alright, bro. Lord, I asked you that this nigga is not on that other author shit where he was on that pedo shit. Please, bro. Please not another nigga. Cause if another Japanese nigga's on that type of timing, we might have to throw Japan under a fucking watchful eye. Dead ass.
everybody had found out what Matsuki was up to. At the time when these author notes from Matsuki were initially published, they were just simply glimpses into his creative process, as it seemed to show a writer who was genuinely interested in understanding his characters via the real world that he was living in. Usazaki's artwork had elevated every script that she had received from Matsuki. Act Age did an incredible job of changing audiences' expectations of what a Shonen Jump manga could be. This story proved that you don't need supernatural battles or sports competitions in order to captivate the audience of Jump. Act Age was even voted in 6th place for Most Wanted Anime Adaptation of 2020. It was a series that had appealed to both male and female readers, and behind the scenes an anime adaptation was already in the works as voice acting agencies were quietly discussing potential castings and a stage play production for Act
Damn, but stage play in 2022. This is some shit that would have came out like this year. Dead ass. This year, maybe next year.
Age was announced for 2022. This represented something unprecedented. This was a live-action adaptation of a manga series that was actively being serialized.
Oh, it was live action. Oh, never mind. Would have never seen this a day in my life.
Didn't even have an anime adaptation at the time. Act Age was proof that the magazine Weekly Shonen Jump could diversify without alienating its core readership. There were also international licensing discussions for Act Age, including plans for expanded English releases, potential streaming tie-ins, as well as multiple merchandise lines which were in the works. All of this incredible success had come crashing down on the 18th of June 2020. What had started as an ordinary Thursday evening in Nakano Ward, the events which had taken place would
I even prayed for the situation, bro, but we might have to get Japan under a watchful eye, bro.
Eventually unfold into a night that would shatter multiple lives and expose the dark reality behind a rising manga writer's public persona. It's important to clarify that these crimes that I'm about to talk about are linked to the writer of Act Age and not the incredible artist behind the series. So at a
let's just take a moment and at least the good thing for the artist is that talent not going nowhere. They could put that she probably what was it, she, right, or he, whatever, they probably already put that work onto another manga. So at least they didn't lose out on much. Yeah, they got hold from a big serialization and a big name manga, but at least they could put that work somewhere else.
Approximately 8 p.m, a middle school girl became the victim of a calculated assault by a bicycle-riding perpetrator who fled immediately after the attack. Thanks to the courage of the victim, who reported the incident immediately, it triggered a comprehensive police investigation that would prove devastating in its thoroughness. Tokyo's extended surveillance network had captured everything that had happened, with the perpetrators' approach patterns, their escape routes, and most damning of all, a second nearly identical assault which had occurred just 1 hour later.
So you telling me right now this nigga was in his room. He was in his room. Look. He was in his room. He was at his desk. He was writing up a banger. Pen on the paper. Writing up a banger, right? And you're telling me after this nigga finished writing up that banger, he said, it's time to go touch on some little girls. Bro, let's get these Japan mangaka under some watchful eyes, bro. Deadass.
Targeting another young girl in the same area. Thanks to modern forensic analysis, it made the perpetrator's denial almost impossible. Security footage provided multiple angles of the attacks, timestamps created an unbreakable timeline.
How many?
And the
I want to know how many.
Pattern analysis revealed signature elements which linked both crimes to the same individual. The police carefully traced the suspect's movements through camera networks as they built a case that was so airtight that when they finally made an arrest 7 weeks later, the 29-year-old manga writer could only respond that
29? 29? Bro, this is the thing that lose me about these Japanese niggas, bro. You niggas damn near got legal prostitution, bro. Nigga, you could go down the fucking corner to the red light district and spend money and go get something, bro. Come on. Y'all damn near got that shit legal, bro, over there, bro. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing? You are dead ass making paper, bro. What's a couple hundred yen? What's a couple hundred yen, bruh? Why would you do this shit?
There was generally nothing incorrect about their accusations. He had pretty much admitted guilt. This wasn't just impulsive behavior, but the acts of a calculated predator. The tactical similarities between the attacks, the careful choice of victims, and the deliberate escape planning suggested someone who had thought extensively about committing these types of crimes. On the 8th of August 2020, on the Saturday morning, the news hit like a tsunami as industry insiders watched in horror as reports confirmed the arrest of the writer of the Act Age manga. This triggered some emergency meetings
That's crazy,
which
bro.
would continue throughout the weekend. On the 9th of August, the Weekly Shonen Jump editorial department had met with Shiro Usazaki. Her breakthrough work, Act Age, the series which had launched her career, was about to have a massive spotlight shone at it thanks to the disgusting acts of the series writer. This was no fault of Usazaki, she was just a victim of the disgusting acts of Matsuki. Legal teams worked frantically to untangle contractual obligations while executives faced an unprecedented decision as they were figuring out the future of the Act Age manga. On the 10th of August, we finally got Shueisha's official situation on the matter, as they announced the immediate cancellation.
Bro, I could just never understand how someone that is successful, like no matter what it is, because it happens in everything, nigga. The NBA, it happens in fucking the rap game, the entertainment industry. It doesn't matter where it is. How niggas start getting to the money and then they just start doing dumbass shit that gets them packed up for life or that ruins their shit. Why, bro? You put in all that work to get to where you got, and you're gonna throw it away for some dumb shit. Every time, bro. I'm always lost in bewilderment of why they do shit like this. That ass. But this is the second time a Japanese mangaka was on this type of timing, bro. So please, bro, y'all gotta lock in over there, bro.
Of the Act Age manga.
Crazy work.
They stated that it is impossible to continue with its serialization.
That ass, bro. Nigga, I'm not even gonna start, bro. That shit would have got slandered if they kept. Boy, that shit would have got slandered if they dropped another chapter, boy.
Every word had been scrutinized by legal teams expressing support for Usazaki while completely severing their ties with Matsuki. On the 11th of August 2020, the final chapter published in Japan only, with international publishers making the decision to abandon any and all content related to Act Age in order to avoid any association with the series writer's scandal. Viz Media removed future volume listings of Act Age, Manga Plus refused to translate the final chapter, and within hours, Act Age had effectively vanished from global distribution. You understand why within 72 hours Act Age was taken off of shelves because of the actions of Matsuki. According to the police, a girl was walking in the Nakano ward of Tokyo on the 18th of June around 8 p.m. This is where the suspect had approached the girl from behind while on a bicycle and he had touched her inappropriately on her chest. Afterwards, the suspect fled the scene on the bike and the girl went to the police as they analyzed security camera footage to investigate.
It's crazy, bro.
The police, through the security footage, found that an hour later, a similar incident occurred.
An hour later? An hour later? Are you fucking crazy? Yo, nigga, an hour later, bro. In that hour, you could have took your ass to the red light district and you could have got some buns, nigga. You could have been there for 2 hours, nigga. Oh my god, bro. How? I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Nakano Road with a different female middle school student, as they then identified the suspect to be Matsuki. The collateral damage of these actions had massively impacted Shiro Usazaki as she faced an impossible emotional maze as she mourned her career's defining work while supporting the very decision that had destroyed it. Following the cancellation of the series, Usazaki had made her very own statement. She says that she comprehensively accepts the decision of the Shonen Jump editorial division.
I mean, what you gonna do, bro? Like, you can't do nothing, bro. Like, and that's fucked up. Like that her shit got, or I'm not paying attention if it's a he or she, but that their shit got fucked up like that. That ass.
Cancel Act Age. Established mangaka like Yusuke Murata had publicly supported Usazaki, and hashtags had trended worldwide as fans separated their anger at Matsuki from their support for an innocent artist who was caught in an impossible situation thanks to his disgusting acts. We had learned some new details about Matsuki's case as prosecutors had wanted 18 months of
18 months? Yo.
Imprisonment for him without suspension. This reflects the serious nature of his crimes against minors. The defense had tried to argue that Matsuki...
I get like Japan, like they got this forgiveness shit going on where like they don't like to give out harsh penalties, but 18 months, nigga? 18 months, nigga? That's not even 2 years, nigga. Are we dead ass?
His complete career destruction had constituted social punishment, which was severe enough to warrant some leniency to Matsuki's imprisonment. This legal strategy, while effective, raised uncomfortable questions about how professional consequences factor into court decisions. The judge's final decision was to hand Matsuki a 18-month prison sentence, but it was suspended for 3 years. This sentence was in line with the Japanese court philosophy of emphasizing rehabilitation over...
If Matsuki remains in good behavior for 3 years, he will not serve time in prison. So, so you're telling me these Japanese niggas can go do some crazy shit and not even go to prison, bro? Bro, get these niggas off of a watchful eye. Please. Someone go watch these niggas, bro. This shit is not okay. Dead ass. This shit is not okay.
Retribution. With
I wish a nigga would do this shit over here.
Matsuki's admission of guilt, his expressions of remorse, and the genuine devastation to his professional life had all influenced the final sentencing that he had received. The public did expect much more of a harsher punishment for him, as Matsuki's own statement had read that there is no way to apologize for what he had done to the victims. With him being handed a suspended prison sentence, it means that Matsuki could avoid prison time if he maintains good behavior for 3 years.
That's disgusting.
But on the other hand, because of these acts, his entire professional life will most likely never recover, and we won't be seeing him writing manga.
Most likely, I wish I would see that nigga name on the shelf, boy. I'm turning into Karen a million, Karen X a million. I'll be writing up essays and sending emails, nigga. What? I wish I would see that name on the goddamn
all
shelf.
Of this, in September of 2024, we had seen Shiro Usazaki's triumphant return to Weekly Shonen Jump with the series Mada no Ichi. This had proved that her talent endures beyond her association with this scandal linked to
what did I say? You know that talent not gonna go nowhere. They can easily get into some new shit. So congratulations to them.
Matsuki. This announcement received a lot of genuine excitement from manga fans across the world who had followed her journey from a rising star.
Her. Good job for her. Good job for her.
A victim of circumstance to then see her eventual return in 2024. Here is the announcement Usazaki had made on her Twitter, where she reveals that she will be working on this all-new manga series with a new writer called Nishi Ozamu. Mada no Ichi is still being serialized within Weekly Shonen Jump, and as of making this video, it has had over 3 manga volumes published, with there being 36 manga chapters created so far. It's great to see that Usazaki has returned in top form, and she has not let that scandal affect her in the slightest, and it does seem like her artwork has also improved since the publication.
I seen this. I seen this in a video where somebody was talking about like upcoming Shonen Jump bangers. So let this shit get animated. I will be watching.
Of Act Age. So she benefited from that 3 to 4 year gap by honing her art skills even further. Already I'm looking forward to seeing more of Mada no Ichi. And as for the Act Age manga cancellation, what do you think about this scandal linked to Tatsuya Matsuki? If there's anything that I've forgotten to mention about the cancellation of the Act Age manga, then let me know by continuing the discussion in the comments. This was definitely one of the more disturbing cases linked to Weekly Shonen Jump manga of recent years.
Okay, he said of recent years. Good, cause I was gonna say, bro, I ain't forgot about that other nigga, bro. I ain't forget about that
scandals or controversies that you want me to discuss, then let me know by leaving a comment under this video. And lastly, thank you for making it to the end of this one, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video.
A massive thank you goes out to all of my...
Great video, DBZ, or Zimran, bro. Great video, bro. I just clearly like people that do this shit like have actual issues, but it's like do they not like step back for 1 second to think like, if I got caught, what would this cost, bro? You can't even say the nigga was like horny or nothing, cause like I said, that nigga could have just took his ass to a red light district, bro. You literally got a serialized manga. You can't tell me you not making money, bro. You can't tell me you not getting some paper. Like, oh, that shit, yo, I just don't get how niggas can ruin their career for some crazy shit. And it, like, great video, bro. Great. Let's keep Japan under a watchful eye, please, for the love of God. So you liked the video? You'll like this one too. Go ahead and click on that. Yeah. You're still here? So you don't fuck with me? Alright, I'ma just.